Happy Halloween, my ghost, ghouls, and goblins. It's that special time of the year again, where it's absolutely nothing but spooky season. Yep, I'm a Halloween type of guy. I just love all the scary movies, the costumes, the candy. Honestly, I would always pick Halloween over Christmas any day of the week. Halloween, it just hits different than any other holiday. Let's just be real. It's better than Christmas. And when I say I love every single aspect about Halloween, I am not joking. I carve pumpkins, I dress up in costumes, I eat the candy, I watch all the movies. I have been in the Halloween spirit since September, alright? When Starbucks put back the pumpkin spice latte, I was on that shit on day one. I know it makes me a fucking basic bitch, but I can't help what I love, man. It's like every other day, man. I'm putting pumpkin spice creamer in my coffee every single morning. And goddamn it, man, I just can't deny who I am. And hey, I'm 100% sure that saying that Halloween is your favorite holiday is not an unpopular opinion. I'm sure a lot of people 100% agree with me that they prefer Halloween over Christmas. But the one thing that a lot of people do disagree on Halloween is getting scared. Like, seriously, it feels like nowadays everyone is afraid to get scared even on Halloween. Like, come on, it's the one time a year where actually getting scared is encouraged, and you know it's safe. But people are completely oblivious to the actual scary part of Halloween. Yeah, I don't know when this started happening, when Halloween started getting less and less scary. Like, everyone knows that no one is actually afraid of, like, Jason Voorhees, or Freddy Krueger, or any other, even Michael Myers. No one is actually scared of them, but they are iconic figures in the Halloween sphere. But they are not scary. Even nowadays, when people like want to watch a scary movie or want to experience something new, they always have the excuse where, nah, dude, I don't want to get scared or something. But dude, it's Halloween. You're supposed to get scared. And I'm the type of person where I actually want to experience that on Halloween. Because the way I see it, everyday life has actually gotten way too comfortable. People nowadays have no idea how to deal with fear. Like when I was a kid, my favorite episodes to watch were always the Halloween specials. Because A, they were Halloween, they were entertaining as fuck. But secondly, it actually taught me as a kid how to deal with fear. And that it's okay to feel it. But you have to learn how to control it. How to actually experience and go through with it. And nowadays, even like the Halloween specials that come out nowadays, they're all like jokesy, like happy-go-lucky. They don't actually tap into the fear aspect of Halloween. Which is why, as I grow older, shows that I watched as a kid, like Courage the Cowardly Dog, that is a perfect example of a show that actually taught kids how to deal with fear. I mean, it also gave them trauma at the same time, but you know what I mean. It taught kids that feeling fear is alright, but you have to learn how to get through it, because life isn't just happy-go-lucky sunshine and rainbows. Like, fear is a natural part of living through life. You have to learn how to deal with it, how to go through with it in a proper way. And Courage the Cowardly Dog actually taught me how to go through with that. And actually, I have a Halloween story I actually want to talk about, which is what this whole video is about. What is the most important thing about Halloween? That is the trick-or-treating. Every kid on Halloween night, every kid is excited about wandering the streets at night in costumes, buckets in hand, waiting to knock on every single door and get buttloads of candy. But I know I'm not the only kid. There was always that one house that always went the extra mile on Halloween. And I'm not talking about they give out like the massive Jumbotron giant, like king-sized candy bars. No, I'm talking about the houses that go absolutely crazy with the Halloween decorations. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those houses. They got like 3 different types of like shaking animatronics, like rave lights, like all the holograms, 12-foot tall skeletons. Like, they went the extra mile to make this house actually scary. And you know, like as a kid, that is the one house you have to go on. Like, there was like one house in my neighborhood that was like a block away from where I live, and every single night you could always like tell that is the house that was the boss battle of every single Halloween, was actually trying to work your way up to that house. And you can hear it from your neighborhood from a few houses away, because it's always blasting like crazy loud Halloween ambience music. Yeah, that house. I know I'm not the only one. And that is what this story is about. Alright, I want you to think back to the time when you were a kid and you felt genuine fear. The first time that ever comes to mind that you were scared shitless. That is what the story is about. We all have that one terrified memory that we had when we were little that we just share whenever people talk about it. Alright, when you were a kid, what was the memory that scared you the most? And this is the short little story that I always tell people. And I remember the story like it was yesterday. I was 10 or 11 years old, and it was me and my little brother out trick-or-treating on Halloween night. We had gotten to the point where we have trick-or-treated every house in our close neighborhood, and we had made a good haul, but we wanted more. Our appetites for more and more candy would not be satiated by the puny amount we have currently had. We were hungry, and we wanted more. So then we started branching off. We then decided to start going to houses that were a block away, then 2 blocks away, and then we started going to like another neighborhood. And it was on this sweet candy-filled journey that we found that house. We discovered that house that I mentioned earlier with all the crazy animatronics, the lights, the music, the decorations, that one house that just goes absolutely insane on Halloween. Our complete and innocent joy went to that of complete fear. Just moments ago, we were wandering these streets with not a worry in the world. Now we were terrified in place, not wanting to take a single step towards this one terrifying house. Grotesque and shuddering ghouls and goblins lay between us and the front door. My little brother, quivering in fear in his Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker costume. I knew right then and there that the apprentice did not have the heart to make the journey to the front door. The responsibility laid onto me, the master, the older brother, Obi-Wan Kenobi, to retrieve our candy. While I focus on remembering my Jedi training, I turn on my Hasbro light-up lightsaber. All of my academy training must not go to waste. I prepare for the battle ahead by doing the 2-finger defensive stance before facing my fears. As I walked to the front porch, all I could focus on was the blue light of my lightsaber. I tried to ignore the creatures that lay to my sides. With every step towards the front door, the feeling of claustrophobia was setting in. I had surpassed every ghoul and goblin that lay before me on this track, but one laid right in front of the door. A towering red devil with horns stared at me right as I tried to reach for the doorbell. It stood there, menacingly, with a hideous grimace and red eyes. But that did not stop me from knocking on the door and retrieving my candy. A homely-looking man opened the door and gladly gave me my reward. I hastily walked back to the sidewalk where my little brother had been waiting for my return. As I go to give him his share of the prize, he asks me, "What happened in there?" I turn to him and say, "Nothing. Nothing happened." But something did truly happen. I faced my fears, and I won. Victory was mine, and I had vanquished evil. Well, that's the story, everybody. Happy Halloween, and as always, thanks for watching.